for March 3rd, 2008, what the Judiciary Committee in Connecticut's gonna hear. One of the bills, HB number 5675, is raised, an act concerning oversight of intelligence gathering by law enforcement agencies. Well, basically, do you want a police state? That's Chris Kennedy on the right and John DiBiase Jr. on the left. Chris Kennedy complained to Governor Rell's office. He lodged a police misconduct complaint against a state officer, and he complained about Judge Jonathan Kaplan of the Rockville Court. He was arrested a day later, facing a $500,000 bond for checking the wrong box in a financial form at the court. Here I am, Stephen G. Erickson, confronting Connecticut Governor M. Jody Rell about the incident where Chris Kennedy contacted her legal staffer and he was arrested facing a $500,000 bond. For some reason, after talking with Governor Rell, pressure came off of Chris Kennedy. This is Colonel Thomas Davern of the Connecticut State Police. When he was lieutenant of the State Police, head of Troop C, Tallinn, Connecticut, he told me that his only job was to protect the integrity of the system. I had given State Police information on the diaper gang. This was young teenagers that were robbing people with baseball bats, and one individual was beaten so bad he had to be taken by helicopter to the hospital, Lifestar. And the police didn't want to know didn't care to follow up on the names that I gave them of the kids that were doing this. You know, it was a number of months. The citizens of Stafford Springs, Connecticut, were terrorized for months, by these kids, and the state police and Stafford local police didn't seem to be interested in following up on complaints of rape, assault, thefts, etc. But if you're a citizen downtown and you weren't connected with the locals, the ones that have the power and the money, then you don't get what you want investigated. And if you make noise, you'll be arrested and you might end up in prison like I did. This is Barbara Sattel. She was offered $10,000 to set me up for a police beating. I was to drive her vehicle after drinking, and drugs were to be planted on me by the Connecticut State Police. And, well, the whole story, I'll include links to all this on the side of this YouTube post. Here's a Connecticut State Police operative doing surveillance on people that are complaining about police having a demonstration. You can see that's where he was in the window there. Here's some more of the thugs that try to blend in at police protest rallies. And there's Barbara with that crew, Barbara S. Sattel. I'm on an international injustice site. This is basically me before I ended up in Connecticut. I traveled internationally and had a life. Could own a house, made plenty of money, and then I joined the Crime Watch in Connecticut, and police targeted me from then thereafter. Kenneth Krajewski took a picture of Governor Rell at the inaugural parade. He was on the secret state police enemies list. His picture, information, what kind of car he drives, etc., were put out by the state police to the Hartford Police and other departments, so Ken could be arrested, and he was facing prison just for taking a digital picture of Governor Rell. I have highlighted in red what I think is wrong with today's bill. I guess it's going to be voted on possibly today, about basically having a secret police in Connecticut. They can hire, well, the police can hire informants to come beat you up, and then the victim is arrested for assault, breach of peace, and then you have a record of violence on your record. So then, what it says here is if you've been convicted of any violence, basically you can be arrested on sight. So, hooray, Connecticut! You're another precedent that could be as bad as eminent domain, or possibly worse. Here I'm testifying on a YouTube video. I used to blog on freespeech.com, and I brought up on Connecticut television. It was live. A lot of people saw this, where if you put in police misconduct Connecticut, one of my posts or videos would come up, and that soon changed after this video. That's Rick Goldstein. This is also a video I posted on Sven von Erich on YouTube videos. He testified in Hartford, Connecticut in December of 1996 about the need for civilian oversight of police. Soon after making this video, he fled for Sweden seeking political asylum. Police in Connecticut terrorized him that much. So that's lawyer F. Mac Buckley. He represented the Merzens in a case where two sons of a Hartford police officer were abducted by the Connecticut State Police and Colchester Police in Connecticut. Stephen Merzen had made a police misconduct complaint. So State Police and Colchester Police felt it necessary to pull him out of his house, parents' house, in the middle of the night, beat him and his brother, and when they didn't give up their wanting to complain about officers, police officers paid to have hitmen kill a U.S. Marine returning home. It's just beyond belief. And I'm going to include this post, a link to it, in the side of this video when you click for more information. News reports prove it. This person stabbed Stephen Merzen 13 times, almost killing him. David J. Taylor. A Connecticut judge didn't feel the need to violate this felon on probation for almost killing 3 people. Stephen Merzen, a U.S. Marine, woke up in the hospital with 13 stab wounds. He was arrested for causing a disturbance from having been stabbed. That's ridiculous. Elena Sassauer of New York complained to Hillary Clinton about corruption in the courts. Hillary Clinton had this woman put in jail for 6 months just for trying to give her information. Nice thing to do to a constituent.
Yeah.